got Chewy from Feed Her to the Sharks on the line, the Melbourne outfit, gearing up for their third album out on February the 10th. So how does it feel to be on the cusp of releasing your third album?
Yeah, man, it feels really good. We're excited and scared at the same time because, as always with releasing something new, you're not 100% sure what people are going to think about it, but at the same time, it's very exciting because we know that, we've put a lot of blood, sweat and tears into the creation of this album, and we really want to see what people think of it.
Yeah, sweet. It's been a couple years since your previous album, Savage Seas. It got huge success in the scene. When you were recording Fortitude, did you feel any pressure considering the success that you received on the previous album?
It's a little funny because I think that Savage Seas was maybe a bit of personally for the band, was a little bit of a letdown because a lot of things set us back at that time when we released that album. So it was a bit disappointing for the band, I guess. But I'm still glad that we did it and everything, and the fans seem to enjoy the album that we put forward. But I think that coming into writing Fortitude, we really wanted to trump that the best that we could, and I think we have done that, and we're very confident in this album compared to how confident we were when we released Savage Seas.
Yeah, you signed 2 Victory Records for this album. How does it feel to work out that deal?
Yeah, man, it felt great at the end of it. During the process, it was definitely, there was a lot of screaming and trying to pull our hair out, I think, because, there's a lot of things that go into sort of signing a contract with a label that the public don't generally see. A lot of legal stuff and things like that. But on a positive note, I think that it's definitely going to be a plus for the band. They're doing a lot of really cool things, and well, we wouldn't have signed with them if we didn't think that they were going to benefit the band in some way, and we feel that it's going to be a really strong relationship for the future.
Yep, yeah, you recorded in Sweden again with Fredrik Nordström. How was the whole recording process with him?
Yeah, Fredrik's great. We've done all 3 of our albums with him to some degree. Our first album, The Beauty of Falling, was mixed by him. It was recorded by the band here in Melbourne, and then we sent that over to get mixed by him. Savage Seas, we ended up going over there and recording that album with him, and this is our second time over in Sweden now with Fortitude.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really good because we're comfortable with him, and he's always got the best interest in what we want to do with our sound, and he helped out heaps. It was great.
So you're launching that album on Saturday, February the 14th at New Globe up in Brisbane. How's it feeling that you're going to be out there launching these new songs live for the public?
Yeah, we've toured with the guys from Breaches Islands before, and we've got a pretty good relationship with those guys. They're really fun to tour with, and they're great musicians as well. So it's always good to they always put on an amazing show. So it sort of challenges us to play an equally as good show as what they're doing. So yeah, it's always fun playing with them because they're a great band, and we learn a lot from them, and they learn a lot from us. So I think the show's going to be great for a first show back for this year, definitely.
Yeah, sweet. You also have a couple new shows that you'll be announcing a little bit closer to the date. What else does this year leave for Feed Her to the Sharks?
At the moment, because Victory Records are predominantly based in the States, we're in the process of booking in a few things for over the summer over in America, because that's where we're trying to target at this stage of the year anyway. We're not 100% sure what we're going to be doing towards the end of the year, but it's definitely our main aim this year is to get our music out to as many places as possible. So it's going to be a lot of touring, it's going to be a lot of promotion, a lot of media, that sort of thing. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be very exciting.
Sweet. You have released the single "The World Is Yours." What's the story behind that track? It's been getting heaps of wicked reception around. But just for the fans, how did the song come about?
That song, let me just think. I think it was maybe about the 3rd or 4th song we wrote for this album. And when we put it all together, we just wanted to sort of make a song with a really powerful message, and I think that we managed to achieve that in some way. I mean, judging from the reception that we've already gotten just from that song, we're really happy that the fans were able to connect with it, and I think the overall sound of it and everything translated after the recording, like it was turned out exactly how we wanted it to turn out. So we're really proud of that one. That's why we decided to release it first.
Sweet. Well, thanks for the chat today. Let's get into the single, The World Is Yours, for all the fans to hear right now.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.